One of the biggest advantages you can give yourself in a fantasy football draft is to draft a running back early and often. But not only that, to take a running back as a diamond in the rough and land it to set yourself apart from the competition. If you want to find 3 diamonds in the rough at the running back position, this video is for you. Let's get it. The first sleeper at the running back position that we're going to talk about today is Travis Etienne. Travis Etienne finally gets to get underneath the shadow away from Urban Meyer, which is going to be huge for his fantasy value. See, Travis Etienne was Trevor Lawrence's running back in college, and it looks like he has a really good rapport and connection with him, and he got hurt early last season, thank God, because he didn't have to play under Urban Meyer and kind of not do as well as he should have done. This year he comes in with James Robinson's already going to be injured and probably not going to start the season. He's going to be the number 1 running back coming out in week 1. Travis Etienne is somebody who even can play in the slot. He has great hands, good receiver. He can give you plenty of points, especially if you're playing in a PPR league. He's going to be able to produce for you week in and week out. They're not a very good team, so they're going to be struggling. Trevor Lawrence is going to be looking for his friend early and often. He's probably going to be able to tote the ball in between the tackles, on the outside, catching swing passes. He's going to be able to beat middle linebackers, outside linebackers all day long. This guy is somebody that you can get later on in your draft, probably towards the middle rounds. You don't have to spend a high draft capital to get him, and he's somebody who can really pay dividends for your running back. If you even get him as your RB2, I think it's going to be worth it. In most cases, you should be able to get Travis Etienne as your RB3 or even RB4. Be able to look out on this guy. He's somebody that you may want to target. I'd say probably middle in the draft right now is kind of where the ADP is going right now, but he's going to help you out quite a bit. Start the season out in your flex, and you won't be sorry that you did. Now, the second guy we're going to go over today is going to be Randre Stevenson. Now, this guy, it plays for the Patriots. He's currently behind Damian Harris as the RB2, but I don't think Damian Harris is actually going to stay on the roster past this season. Stevenson was giving a lot of opportunity last season. He made the best of it. I mean, Bill Belichick, I think, is really liking this guy. He doesn't give a lot of tout to rookie running backs, which is probably why he didn't get as much work as he should have last year. This guy can run. He likes to run over people, run through people. He's a really run-heavy type of guy. He hits the hole, hits it hard. I think he's an overall good running back, and now with Mac Jones getting a lot better under the offense, they got over Devontae Parker, the wide receiver. I think they're making some things happen. Hunter Henry at the tight end position. The offense is starting to look really good. The Patriots defense, always historically pretty good. So Stevenson is somebody you can get way later in the draft. Not a lot of people are even looking at this guy to even take him, and I believe you might be able to swoop this guy up, and who knows, by mid-season he may even take over as a starter over Damian Harris, and boom, you got yourself a deep diamond in the rough that you didn't have to pay a lot of draft capital for, but he might be somebody you can sit on your bench. I really wouldn't even start him in my flex. He's not worth that right now, but like I said, all these picks right here are diamonds in the rough. You may not be able to start him early on, but if you have him on your roster, it's going to be really beneficial for you later on, and maybe even into the playoffs, depending on if he can go ahead and unseat Damian Harris from that running back spot. Now, the third guy I'm going to talk about is what a lot of people probably forgot about already, and that's going to be Melvin Gordon. Melvin Gordon was a solid running back for us last year. He was the main bell cow running back. Last season, Javonte Williams comes in as a rookie. He took over and shared some of that carry with him. This season, they didn't know if Melvin Gordon was going to come back. A lot of talk was around Javonte Williams being the guy. Now, look, they got Russell Wilson now, right? So now they have this two-headed monster, Melvin Gordon and Javonte Williams. And Melvin Gordon already said he's not taking a back seat to Javonte Williams. He's going to split carries. He's going to be somebody that you can put in even on bye weeks, maybe even in your flex if you need to. I'm not saying he's going to be this bell cow, number 1 running back, you got to start him RB1 type of guy, but Melvin Gordon's somebody you can get later on in your draft, and he could pay those dividends for you. I tell people all the time, get these diamond in the rough quarterbacks that has the opportunity. God forbid anything happened to Javonte Williams, Melvin Gordon's going to be the number 1 bona fide running back in this offense. Even if Javonte Williams stays healthy and splitting the time with Javonte Williams, Melvin Gordon is still worth a pick. He can produce fantasy numbers for you week in and week out. Even they might be low-end RB2, RB3 type of numbers, but they're consistently going to be giving you fantasy points Melvin Gordon's somebody that if you do punt running back kind of early, you go maybe wide receiver in the first and second round. Melvin Gordon is somebody you can plug in maybe as your RB2, and you can get at least satisfactory type of numbers from him. I expect the offense for the Broncos to be very good. I expect the defense to be very, very good. They play in a high-powered division with a lot of other teams like the Chargers and the Chiefs. This is going to be something you might want to look at. Melvin Gordon could be one of those pieces to the puzzle that you just fit on in there, and come playoff time, he could be a normal flex starter for you, just depending on how the offense ends up running around, whether it's Melvin Gordon or Javonte Williams as the running back one, and then they're splitting the time with the other running back. But these guys, all three of these, diamonds in the rough, not a lot of people are talking about them. ADPs are kind of not very high on these guys. Be able to swoop up on these guys and feel confident that you did. That's all we got to talk about today with these running backs. As always, thank you for watching the video. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, consider hitting that subscribe button. Would really help me out. Can't wait to help you guys on all the videos coming up as we prepare you guys for your fantasy drafts. Can't wait to see you on the next video. We'll see you guys next time.